Well, isn't this a lovely day so far, my friend? This is a little bit of an announcement of what's going on with the rest of the channel, my dudes. Yeah, I am in full plate mail. If you're wondering if this is real, it is real plate mail armor, actually. We've had a poll out for now for a little while. I'm going to wait until the end of the weekend for the books that are going to be coming out. I'm having to make the decision, I think, between The Hobbit, which we already have kind of done partway through. We've had a couple people going like, "Hey, I see that you're doing The Hobbit now." Those are older videos. I think that what I want to do is probably redo them. I'm going to be doing them in my community space, but also we've had a ask for The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. So what I'm thinking that I might be able to do if I can is that what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm going to do live readings of the Brandon Sanderson series books as a thing if people want me to. The only reason that I have a challenge around that is because if people are going to come in and they're going to want to talk to me, if I'm in the middle of reading a book, then it's going to be kind of awkward. AFK, it's good to see you. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. How was your I'm guessing it's the weekend for you, right? It's the weekend for you. Um, yeah, I'm in armor. I know it looks probably a little bit funny. Yeah. It's not the weekend. Are you? So is your weekend in the middle of the week then, my dude? Sorry for assuming. Yeah, I went to an event out, out and about, and we decided for me to actually be in a suit of armor. Because we thought it'd be a lot of fun. My dude, I'm part of this sport called Boo Hurt, which we've lovingly called Butt Hurt for some silly reason, mostly because it's what it's called. But this is also kind of like a ask me anything thing before I kind of jump into the next thing that I'm doing. I'm going to be going into the recording studio here in a little bit, and I have to redo a little bit of a prologue and some chapter dialogue. There is a author that I met at a post office that is looking for potentially starting um, their audiobook. They've just published their book. And I met them at the post office and we were chatting and he's like, oh, I was like, well, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's my book. And I was like, oh, I'm an audiobook narrator. Right. So we don't know if the publisher has a budget for that really, but my response to that was I'm pretty flexible. Paragamer, it's good to see you. Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm wearing the armor, my dude. Keith, welcome in. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I don't know if you guys can see this. Welcome in, KRP. Hope you're having a lovely day. This is kind of an ask me anything for my dudes. I will answer your questions, but also just a channel update on what we're doing. Um, Thank you, AFK. It's really, really lovely to meet a. This author is super cool. Wrote an entire soundtrack to their books, my dudes. BM, it's good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome to Ask a Knight Anything, my dudes. Technically speaking, I don't know if you guys know, I actually am part of a of a knighthood, not a national, not a country knighthood, my dudes. What's my favorite color? Green. And dude, thank you, Curious, for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it so very much. I'm really, really, really excited about this. Oh yeah, I see. But please don't keep posting the same thing. I got you, my dude. Just YouTubers don't respond to people talking to people, my dudes. Who are you fighting today? Myself. I'm not fighting anyone, my dude. I went to an event to help support my local community in terms of being in a sport, my dudes, with swords and full armor. This is more decorative armor than anything. David, it's good to see you. Welcome. How are you doing, my dude? My favorite color is green. I love green. I used to have green hair. I want to hang a water bottle from the. It's for my helmet, my dude. It's for my helmet. It's for my helmet. Welcome in, Miguel. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a lovely day. Um, but yeah, this isn't asking me kind of anything, my dudes. I'm a blacksmith, audiobook narrator, musician, content creator, my dudes. Just got back from this lovely event where I was hanging out with some friends. We were trying to get kind of more of an idea together of what we want to do as a team because it's a whole team building thing, my dudes. Oh, I missed the shrubbery green hair. Just saying, Naveman, my dude, I would keep doing it, you know, but it's expensive. It's expensive. Thank you, Miguel. I do my best. I like the colors black and purple. Keith, they go so well together, my dude. They go so well together. We were thinking about teaching everyone on the team, my dudes. Archers in the tower, don't hit me! Fortunately, no one's trying to shoot me right now, my dudes. Patricia, yeah, lovely human being. Lovely human being. And it's okay. Do you want me to get my sword, my dudes? Do you guys want me to get my sword? Did it hurt me? No, KRP, it didn't actually. My whatchamacallit. Thank you, Miguel. Really appreciate it. Hope that you like audiobooks, music, and blacksmithing. I'm a blacksmith. I make knives, swords, and even rings, my dudes. So if you want your own customized ring, my dudes, I make stuff on here. Megan, did you sneak in here? Is my big sister here? Sneaking around, being a goofball. Do you want me to go get a sword, my dudes, for me to show you like the nicks on the blade that I have from the combat? No, Megan's not here. Megan's not here. I think we might do more of this too. Welcome in from Brazil, Naldo. I am on my property actually. What time do you stream? I stream typically on Twitch, my dudes. Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 Mountain Standard, 3 Central, and 4 Eastern, my dudes. Join before leaving work. Any art? Yes, Wolf. Totally love archery. I'm a massive archery nerd. It's actually one of the first martial practices I ever did. In fact, if you guys would like me to, I might even go get my bow and do some archery, my dudes. Who is this Megan you speak of? You goofball. Snowy, it's good to see you. Welcome. How are you doing? I love archery, my dudes. I'm traditionally trained more as a swordsman with a shield. Long time doing shield and sword fighting, but my first ever martial practice was a bow to begin with. We used to do a couple things on the channel over on Twitch. That's where I mostly do things. My dudes, I do stuff out here on YouTube for fun, which is kind of like more get to know me. On Twitch, it's similar, but I'm on a treadmill doing this walk to Mordor right now, which is a lot of fun, my dudes. I'm walking 1,779 miles while streaming on Twitch. So if you guys want to go find me over there, my dudes, I don't know if we have a Megan. I need to make the links for that, right? Feeling a little silly right now, getting really excited for our trip. Same here, shooting 6 years old and and bowering for 6 years now. Wait, making your own? Is that what I'm understanding? Is that you make your own? Oh, I love Japanese katana swords as well. Where are you? I'm in California, my dude. Making bows, dude. Wolfstar. I've always wanted my own custom recurve bow. Like right now, it's not in the cards to be able to afford one of those things right now because they deserve to be. They are an expensive piece of equipment and they deserve as such, my dudes. It's so funny. No, this must be an interesting trend. I'm not used to it on Twitch. Hold on, it's lovely to meet you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely day. Where am I going, BM? To Mordor, my dude. Dalton, it's good to see you. Welcome back from fishing trip. Dude, how was fishing trip? Seasoning maple right now to make a split-handled bow, but keep me posted soon. I'll set up for non-long bows again. We'll start if you'd like to email me, please do. What are you wearing? I'm wearing plate mail, my dudes. This is my gambeson and my technically court. That was weird. Technically my court armor, which is a little bit different. There's the sun behind me, my dudes. There we go. There we go. This is more of my court armor because it is not seasoned for combat, my dudes. I mean, I could take a blow to the face and with a helmet on, my dudes, and I could take a blow to the chest, but let's not say that. Megan, can we please remove that? You look British. I am half English, Maria. That's funny. Thank you, Chloe. Welcome in. Where is your horse? It's the one skill I don't have. Thank you, BM. I really appreciate that. Nice, Dalton, my dude. Did you enjoy it, Keith? Living in California is a very, very interesting experience, my dudes. Holda, with all the love in the world, this is a non-religious space, my dude. We're here just to hang out and talk with each other and do a little bit of an update on the channel, but also have kind of an Ask Me Anything session, my dudes, because I have a lot of hobbies. I did fire spinning, I've done fire breathing. I'm a blacksmith. I make knives, swords, rings. I'm a musician, sing guitar, sing and play guitar. I'm an audiobook narrator, and a voice actor, my dudes, and a full-time content creator. You love me. So if you're just curious about any of those things or how I got into it, I've also been in 9 different countries in my life, which is super fun. Busy bee, yes. Can't stay still. Thank you so much, Megan. I wish I can go to Midsummer Room Horror Convention August 15th. Where is that? What usually do? How much do you work for comments? Not a fencing helmet. Funnily enough, a lot of them like they have to be made by a proper smith. They have to be rated to be able to take actual blows to the head. So you can't just buy one. On yes, I am JC. Welcome in. You have a soothing voice here. Thank you. I'm a voice actor, so that I'm sure that that's a thing. Also, I'm a narrator as well. Need to put on a helmet since chat gave you grief on the PPE. Oh my god, I didn't see what you guys were saying. I totally need to do that. Uh, both, Megan, if you'd like. If you guys want to follow the Twitch channel, my dudes. What do I do for a living, Maria? I'm a content creator for a living. I do blacksmithing. I make music. I'm a voice actor. I'm an audiobook narrator. And mostly what I do is actually I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, my dudes. And then I do this stuff on YouTube. In between is kind of a way to chronicle all of my hobbies, including playing guitar. I'm doing vlogs in the morning, which I'm sorry I didn't do that this morning, my dudes. I was on a showcase on another Twitch channel. Thank you so much, Megan. If you guys want to go check me out over on Twitch, we're live streaming tomorrow, my dudes, as well. I've done a lot of SCA with Rapier and then Heavy Armor Viking comic. Full plate helmets get too stuffy. Oh my god, Wolfstar, yeah. Dude, I put one of them on. They're gnarly. They're crazy. You know, for my first electric guitar. Keith, let's go, my dude. Just remember, if you want to get a new guitar, make sure you play it first if you can. Take care, Dalton. It's lovely to see you, my dude. Just, yeah, go take care of the sunburn. Thank you so very much. If you want to get your own, my dude, sword, knife, and things, my friends, we're announcing a sale tomorrow. There'll be one item, basically, that's going to be kind of like this main thing that's for kitchen knives, my dudes. Um, I don't know if you... I would take you guys back to, but right now my partner is... relaxing, so I don't want to bother them. This is actually we're up on my fire pit. I'm thinking about having some fireside chats, my dudes, at some point on YouTube, or reading books in the evening to people to help people go to sleep. Thank you so very much, Tony. This is my court garb basically. Um, yeah, and technically speaking, I am a knight from one of the oldest traditions called the Knights of St. Christopher. You guys can look that up if you want, my dudes. I'm not going to go into it right now. But it's lovely to have you guys here. Yes, I have been trained with a sword. Hey, remember Ivanhoe. Guillermo, it's good to see. Good to see you. Do I do HEMA? I have not joined in HEMA combat, Tony. I started out for a long time with just my friends in the street, and then I was doing Amp Guard for ages, my dudes. What is my coat of arms? I don't personally have one yet, but my family does have one. But I can't give you my coat of arms because that would be doxing my family's name. So I'm not gonna do that, BM. I'm sorry. Scream Horror Convention is located in Pasadena, California. Oh, really? Interesting. That's not that far from where I'm at, my dudes. But yeah, if you have any funny questions, my dudes, yeah. Well, also BM, it's just trying to be uh considerate and of the range. Starboy, welcome in. I love that you used crossed swords and the scroll, my dudes. That reminds me, I do need to send out this thing. Critical Role. I need to send you your knives and the sword that I made, my dudes. I made the knives from Vox Machina that are Vaxildans, and Grog's vampire sword. And I've been too chicken to send it because it's like they're not perfect, and it's like just get over yourself, dude. Just get it. The whole point is just to send it, my dudes. Don't let yourself get in the way of certain things. If you're in the process, my dudes, of getting better at your art, whether it be music, your job, some form of art form, my dudes. If you feel like being generous, give people things that you're working on, my dudes. Um, I need to remember that scroll for the goblins, buddy. Mr. Are you referring to are you referring to Goblin Slayer, my dude? Have you ever seen a moat IRL? Yes, I have, Tony. When I was younger, I was in England. I've been to 9 different countries in my lifetime, and I've seen several castles. I've been near several moats, my dudes. I've never fallen into one. If you're wondering if I've ever fallen into one, welcome in, Civil Ninja. It's good to see you again. Hulk. Is that heavy? Yes, it is. It's about 50 pounds. I put this further away. There we go. So you guys can actually see that it's all the way down here. You've been in Fallout armor. Did they make it metal, Mister Sheep, or was it cosplay foam? Also, I like horror werewolf masks. Those are freaking cool, my dudes. Yeah, the Simple Ninja. It's definitely been a thing. What are you going? When are you going on your travels? Well, the one trip I do really want to go on in the future, my dudes, is to actually go to New Zealand, to Middle Earth, my dudes. Um, and that's been like a little boy dream for a long time. But it costs like $7,000 just for like the tour itself, and then probably $2,000 for like the round trip, my dude. So it's like it's an expensive thing. Zalaira, it's good to see you. Welcome in. I'd imagine I have a male shirt. I'm not wearing a male shirt. I'm wearing just a gambeson underneath. Keith, I will do that at some point, my dude. I will do the singing at some point for all of you guys at some point. That says amazing expense. It's expansive though, dude. Tony, I want to go see it super badly. I would love to go to like wherever Wingnut Films is actually located. What I really want to do is I want to go and talk to the guys at Weta, who are the ones that made all of the armor and all of the swords. Um, to be honest, it was metal, but don't worry, I wasn't crushed. I mean, if they made it right, then like hell yeah! Thank you for everyone for liking the video, my dudes. By the way, Gandalf is there, and the Hobbit. I think I have some feelings about the Hobbit films. I like them, but I think they could have been a little bit different. You should try to find money. They put Lord of the Rings on actual New Zealand currency. Wait, what? They did not. Tony, did they really? What's my live update? It doesn't ask me anything in terms of my hobbies as a blacksmith, vocalist, guitar player, audiobook narrator, and voice actor, but also an update on the channel, John. And also, I'm in my night regalia because I do a sport called Boo Hurt, which is fully armored combat. To the states, I'd like to visit Grace in Boston, Massachusetts. There's a place called Grace in Boston. Are you serious? I didn't know that. They don't have it on the side of their money. They also say the Popeye said if you liked the movie, it's not New Zealand, and yes, the New Zealand Mint did it. That's hysterical. I love it. One of my favorite scenes from Lord of the Rings, my dudes, in terms of the after credits, not after credits, but in the scenes, right, is when Viggo Mortensen comes in off of his makeup bus, and they do the haka for him, which is brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you, BM. I just want to share what I'm doing with all of you guys and to encourage you as well, my dudes. Do you like this? Would you like to have more um, just hangouts with a knight, my dudes? Keith, all good, my friend, but please remember to not use your real life names because even though I am a safe person, the internet is wild and full of terror, dude. You look like a knight that stands guard for a castle, sir. Thank you, Mister Sheep. I really hope I'm not on guard duty. I'd rather be in the hall, either being someone that's modeling and showing swordplay, or at the table making decisions with the king. To be honest, how long is what, Kyle? How long is it? How long is what? I'd hate to see 100 dudes with clubs doing. Oh my, dude, Tony, frickin' the haka is a beautiful thing, my dudes. It's a traditional dance and chant from New Zealand that is usually reserved for dignitaries and kings, my dudes. You should do more lives so we can get to know you. Ask me anything. I mean, even Megan, like my big sister, like is here. You don't have to do anything, Megan. I'm just kidding. You know what? What, my dude? You know what? Would you just look at that? Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it, my dude? Yeah, no, I get you, Keith, my dude. I have a ton of tattoos, Tony. Actually, I have three on my ankle that are several different. They were hand pokes from my fiance. I have the date that we met in Draconic on my collarbone. I have an entire. I can't show you guys, my dudes. My wrists are tattooed because they are a symbol of being in service to mankind, for making beautiful art with my hands and to heal people. I was a massage therapist for 10 years and I'm still licensed and I help people. Not the kind that kind of like helps you sleep, my dudes. I actually fix people's necks, back, shoulders, and things. If you get in a car accident, you'd be coming to see me if you were in my area. The all the tattoos that I have some sort of meaning. I have a symbol on my left arm that is all the directions you can make with a sword, as well as the Native American symbol for all the directions. My right arm is a phoenix piece that has the symbol of the Glastonbury well on it, where I got engaged. And then I have a bunch of other silly things like a Jin from uh, Golden Sun, which is my favorite video game of all time. Even though it's on the Game Boy Advance, I freaking love that game, my dudes. I wish I could live in that world. It is my favorite thing. And then what else do I have, my dudes, in terms of tattoos? I have the Green Man from Celtic mythology on my leg, and something from Over the Garden Fence, and I have Orcris tattooed on the right side of my outside leg as well. I've always wanted to go to Jerusalem, Tony. My dad wanted to go visit. Um, Film school can be very, very expensive, my dudes. Well, I must get going myself now. Done with the work for the day. It's a long drive home. Please drive safe, my dude. Wolfstar, I hope to see you again. Do a lot of leather working and woodworking too. So Wolfstar, I'm a blacksmith. We should talk more, my dude. What is tin? No, it's steel, my dude. Welcome in, Tone 82. Are thou art a guitar player, my dude? Are you a guitar player? Megan, maybe we should do fireside chats with these things. That would be kind of fun. I haven't considered doing that for a while, but maybe we should. I am getting a little bit overheated in this thing, my dudes. Well, it'd just be kind of nice, right? You know, to have people here. Thank you, friends of the shrubbery that probably saw this and are coming in. Zalera. Who else? Megan. You came in. Paragamer, my dude. Zalera, tell me. Finally, hey, Zalera, do you know why I'm actually out here? Guess what I just filmed for you? I filmed it in the armor, and I'm going to be editing it, and I'm going to be sending it to you. The mountain is cleared. Blessed be, our Minecraft area is clear so we can build back end, dude. Thank you, Tony. I really, really appreciate it. In the mornings, I do guitar practice. That's fantastic, Keith. Welcome in, Nancy. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Welcome into the Ask a Knight Anything, my dudes. Again, like, even the most innocuous, silly things, my dudes, just whatever takes your fancy. It's like, why the heck are you in armor? Because, my dudes. I was going to a Pride event, but also, I promised to film some videos for my friends, my dudes, that helped get this armor as a gift. I have other pieces, my dudes, but it's really, 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 really crazy. Not a chiropractor, massage therapist, Keith. I once loved a woman who wasn't clean. I mean, Minnie, we're all in degrees of level of dirtiness, my dudes, from the moment that we wake up to the moment that we go to bed. I don't know what you mean. No worries, Megan. Thank you, Tony. Anyone here actually find me for me playing guitar, my dudes? I think Guillermo popped in here as well. That's how some of you guys found the channel, is that I improvise to tracks during the morning and sometimes in the evening. We might have it this evening after I'm done with this book. Yeah, that's mostly what I've been doing recently, my dudes, on here. And then we have a poll of the books that we want to do, which is The Hobbit, The Way of Kings, and then The Sleep in a Sea of Stars is the other thing that we were doing, my dudes. And then discussing doing more of this, more of the get to know me sort of thing. Because I feel like, I don't know about you, my dudes, but I wish more content creators would just be more present with things, you know, give more space and time for people to kind of hang out and get to know people. Not a chiropractor. Again, welcome back, Megan. What was the pupper doing? What was the dingus doing, my dudes? I need some water. Actually, what I do need is this. I'm going to show you a fruit that most of you probably have seen at some point, but have never eaten. You've looked at it, my dudes, but you've never done anything about it. They're called loquats, my dudes. And they're on these trees. And they're freaking cool, and they're good, and they're little bobbits. Like this little balls of joy. Little balls of joy, my dudes. Really good for your lungs, funnily enough. I found out if you put them into a tincture. Oh my god. Devil May Cry. That's what you're trying to say. I love Devil May Cry, my dudes. Loquats, my friends, are a delectable treat, my dudes. Unique, wholesome, good for both kids and yeah. I mean, Guillermo, I also, as a request, my dudes, um, I don't swear on my channels, not as a judgment of like profanity particularly, but my family asked that if I ever record anything, that I don't. So I'm trying to expand my vocabulary more, my dudes, so that you feel like you can talk to someone if you're watching with your kids, my dudes. You're not gonna hear anything that's like, oh my god, what did he say, my dude? Mm-hmm. Tony, I love those games. I want to watch the anime though. These are loquats, my dudes. They have these little seeds in them, which I tend to pull out and then hopefully spread elsewhere. Mm-hmm. And they will grow, funnily enough, my dudes. Panic at the Disco is such a great group. Who's the singer for that again, my dudes? If you could have armor, my dudes, would you want it from the medieval time period, fantasy, my dudes, or sci-fi? Welcome in, Madman. It's good to see you. Have you seen? I'm in armor, my dude. The blade one is so good. There's a blade Marvel thing, my dudes. Roman? I'm not Roman. I'm a Celt, my dude. Welcome in, the one and only Nicole. It's lovely to meet you. It's like, Roman? I'm not a Roman. I swear to God, I think that you're quoting Life of Brian to me right now, my dudes. Space Marine period. Hammer 40. I don't want to live in Warhammer 40. I don't want to live in that universe. I mean, I'd love the armor, Tony, but I don't want to live in that universe. Man, it's good to see you. Welcome in. How are you doing? This is Ask a Knight Anything, my dudes. Roman armor. You're no. So this is more Celtic style armor. It's not Roman armor. You're thinking of the Legionnaire armor, which has a different cut to it, actually. But I would like samurai. Dude, Guillermo, it's so cool. Samurai swords. I want to make. So, Guillermo, I am planning on making a katana style thing for my nephew, but I don't make traditional katanas. Uh, oh, they're answering my question? Oh my god, I feel so bad now. One only Colt, nice to meet you. And I didn't mean to correct you. I feel like a complete dingus. No, I deserve that. It's like, no, I meant I would choose Roman armor, you dingus. Right? Sorry. Roman armor is super cool. Would you want it to be the Legionnaire armor or Gladiator armor? European armor, yeah, it's the cut. No, I feel silly now. I asked a question. Megan, I do this all the time on Twitch, where I'll ask a question and immediately forget it the next the next second, and then feel like a complete dork afterwards. Legionnaire armor. I think I might be able to make Legionnaire armor at some point, because it's not too complicated. This is with all the curves and things. My dudes, it's a lot more complicated to make. I've been thinking about making it though. Oh, Tonto knives, dude, Guillermo. I love that shape, actually. Probably one of the easier things to make is a bladesmith. Unused traditional samurai generates a bat. Wait. Really? Wait, like they have all of the traditional, like, weapons and things, Tony? My dude? They have, like, from the Tonto to, like. There was a weird brief period of time where some samurai were wielding guns, which is weird. I mean, there's the film The Last Samurai, which is based on historical context, right? Which is also one of my favorite films of all time. I think that Tom Cruise did a brilliant job, but I think that the thing that made me happiest was how they showcased a lot of like traditional Japanese culture. My dude, if I could go anywhere and learn anything, I would go to Japan and I would work in a smithy with a Japanese blacksmith and learn how to make a katana. Um, but they actually don't really like teaching that to outsiders, my dudes. Tonto was a sidekick to the Lone Ranger, should have had his own blade style too, right, Nicole? Right? That was always a little bit confusing to me. It's like, well, there's the Tonto that is the knife, right? And then there's Tonto in the Lone Ranger, which that film didn't really go anywhere. I love the Zatoichi series from the 60s, the Blind Samurai Yakuza. I never got to watch Guillermo. I've heard of it. I've seen ads for it. I've seen art from it. I've seen screenshots from it. I have not watched it. Um, Gun Samurai is there. YouTube. I will go check that out because it's right up my alley. A lot of the YouTube channels that I subscribe to, my dudes, are all blacksmiths and musicians. Cause that's what I do. You know. Um, no, but I don't. But oh, all good, Keith. No worries. It's not. Whatever floats your boat. My partner and I are. Watch the Seventh Samurai. What is that? What the hell you got? Don't know what that means. I'm a blacksmith, Tony. Yeah, I make knives, swords, rings. I made this ring. This is just a prototype of a rune ring that I made that has got a lot of peening and things. It has the Nordic symbols on it. My dudes, you can. That's where that's what's on my forge site. You know, the oldest smith in America is by my city. I didn't know that, Tony. I didn't know that. Inspired the Magnificent Seven. Google it. Oh no way! That film, Nicole. Thank you so much, Megan. If you guys want to get anything from my store, my dudes, it'd be lovely. I'd love to make something for you. I'll also, if you do order something on here, I'm probably going to um, live stream a portion of it, my dudes. I did not make this armor. I wish I had it. I had Einen 21. My community bought this as a gift for me to make content with. So the thing is that I might be making a separate YouTube channel called The Green Knight, where I try my best to give wholesome advice. My dude, I did make the beard. I did. This is my beard. You can't, you can't yank it off my face, my dudes. You can't yank it off my face. Um, I made my own beard and my own hair. I did not make my own thing here. I did make this ring, my dudes. I wish I had a kitchen knife to show you guys. I have this voucher that I'll be making out, my dudes, this evening. That's gonna be for the longest kind of knife that I make, my dudes, for the kitchen. But it's gonna be a certain style. It's gonna be a sale item for the rest of the month, my dudes. Um, oh yeah, Keith. Honestly, the whole shock value thing, and not. I don't know. I mean, Guillermo, you were talking about this a little bit earlier. Like, having a genuine connection with people is super important, my dudes. There's not a character here. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just trying to be myself. I feel like the world needs more people being straightforward and vulnerable more than anything on phones. It might not be the thing that gets the algorithm going, because like the algorithm wants you to be ridiculous and crazy and intense so that you can have the most amount of reviews, the most number of subscribers. And it's like, yeah, and at the end of the day, um, what does that do to enrich the lives of the other beings, my dudes? You know, right? What does that do? Like, it's important to have entertainment, my dudes. It's important to have goofy, brainless things, my dudes. Um, don't know what they said, and that's okay. It'd be cool to have different region, to have a bunch of people wearing different regional armor. I would love to do collaborations with other people that have armor. There's a guy that's called the Hooded Archer, my dudes, from England. Love to talk with him. He seems super freaking cool, my dudes. Then there's the Archer guy here on YouTube as well, that does a ton of stuff. Is it Baltimore Knife Company, Tony? It's okay. Not worth knowing, Herman. No worries. Um, it was directed by Akira Kurosawa. Now I got to go watch it. Though I think what we're probably going to watch this evening is either movie Sinners or Death of a Unicorn, my dudes, this evening. But I appreciate that, my dudes. I mean, I've talked to Megan is like my older sister, my dudes, and we have a couple other friends that I help run my channel, and I've been getting I've had advice in the past about, like, well, this is how you should be growing your channel, what you should be doing in order to, like, quote unquote blow it up. I'm like, yeah, but all of that seems like it's compromised the integrity of actually being a human being trying to connect with people. Um, I don't want to be a loud, dumb idiot that is trying to impress people, my dudes. I want to be a real human being that's like, hey, I'm working on myself the same as you, my dudes. That's far more relatable. Might not be as shocking or exciting, right? But at the end of the day, would you rather have someone that you can't really identify with that you spend time watching, or would you rather have a space where someone's going to relate to you, saying, "Hey, you're in your own journey. I'm here to support you in that." Right? You know? No, it's not Baltimore Knife. There's they're awesome too, but Baltimore Knife isn't technically in Baltimore. Really? I didn't know that. I did not know that. That is crazy. Now I'm wondering if by saying that the YouTube algorithm is just kind of like pardon you. It's like, well, you know, that's the thing, my dudes. Is I feel like it's important to have people that you can hang out with that make you feel inspired more than anything. Welcome back, Miguel. Can very much confirm Hermit is the same. Yeah, my dudes. One of the best pieces of wisdom I ever heard was of Jim Carrey saying something about depression, and he said depression is essentially for some carrying the avatar of the person that you think everyone wants you to be versus being yourself. And that hit me in the gut. And also that depression really means deep rest so that you can reflect on who you want to be. And that might not be true across the board in general. There are different versions of depression. Obviously, some of them are clinical, some of them are temporary, some of them are biochemical, my dudes. But the reality is, my friends, is that really being anyone but yourself is exhausting. You know, I feel lots of people are tired of the filth that has overtaken media. This is right up the alley, being a traditional old school type. Guillermo, I really appreciate that. And maybe someday, something I say in a clip or something. I'm gonna keep doing this, honestly, to be perfectly honest, um, because growing my space on Twitch is challenging. The discoverability is kind of, meh, you know. I love being over there. The community that we built, the shrubbery, my dudes. Um, I don't know how to describe what it feels like, but I met Megan and Zalira, Paragamer. We had a couple of people come in from the shrubbery from my Twitch channel and our Discord as well, my dudes. And essentially, it's an entire community of people that wants to see each other succeed, and they're also all very talented in their own right. We share each other's hopes, we share each other's dreams, each other's projects, my dudes. We take care of each other. It's really like the feeling of an actual village, my dudes. I'm not creating a community in order to build myself up. I'm building a community because I'm tired of seeing a world where people don't care about each other. You know what I mean? Your business after the closest big town. I didn't know that, Tony. Does that resonate though, my dudes? I feel like to some degree there are so many things, um, you know, on the internet where you just sort of it's like an interest, but then there's no real sense of community, and then there's a lot of judgment around certain things, and we facilitate a sense of curiosity and not judgment. In fact, we do also encourage constructive criticism, but we don't encourage um, what's the word? Judgment in any capacity, my dudes. The shrubbery is the Discord, Tony, but also my community on Twitch. I'm also that's mainly that's actually how I got started doing YouTube. I started out on Twitch, um, playing games, singing songs, doing silly things, my dudes, and now I walk on a treadmill and play video games while encouraging people in their own hobbies, my dudes, and I love it. For a long time, I was not happy because I was sitting for 5.5 hours, and I realized that was the thing that was upsetting my body. And now that I'm walking, though, I feel like there's a whole new feeling now of we're going on a journey together. The first hour of the stream, my dudes, is me walking in the woods with you, catching up, checking in, man. Get where you're coming from 100%. I just wish folks weren't so judgy. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think judgment usually comes from a place of fear. I'm not sitting here as a mod for being a yes person. Megan, exactly. I mean, the other thing is that the friends of ours that help moderate our space, they're not yes people to me. We guard the space together. We're like a night circle of knights that want to take care of the space. that ensure that we have people that feel safe so that they can grow, and we sometimes have to weed the space sometimes of people that are not in line with our values. You can't have a healthy garden, my dudes, if you allow everybody and everything into it, my dudes. It's important to try and support and be kind to everyone. At the same time, it is not your responsibility to hold the hand of every single person that's in their own journey. Sometimes you do have to say, I wish you all love and compassion over there. It's just reality, right, my dudes? One love, Guillermo, exactly. One love. Bob Marley is a big inspiration, my dudes. Yeah, Tony. I mean, I have to hold myself sometimes. Um, it's crazy, right, Tony? It's nuts. I think anonymity has to do with it, my dudes. I feel to some degree, no, that's dangerous, actually. But I wish that there was some sort of positive, like, algorithm that looks at, like, the things that you write on the internet and kind of goes, hey, man, like, that's not great. At the same time, it's so important to have free speech, my dude. That's actually how we grow as people. Sometimes the merit of some people, my dudes, is to realize that they exist for you to know that that's not the thing to do. You know. No, it didn't, Tony. Really, 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 really good piercer, my dudes. I know that I'm a non-traditional looking guy. I have a bunch of tattoos and things, my dudes. Um, but I am much more of a honor-bound kind of human being, my dudes. I have a very, very strong sense of morality, very, very strong sense of loyalty to my friends and my partner, my dudes. I do not compromise on what I think is right. Integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching. I wish more people acted that way, my dudes. I'm so sick and tired of watching all of this content on, young kids just not knowing, like, not being able to keep a relationship together because they get too, overwhelmed by their hormones. It's like, God, look, I know that not everyone that I've ever spoken to has fallen in love, my dudes, but being in love with somebody, or having that sense of connection and love, my dudes, changes things. And if you can find that, my friends, the concept of the grass is always greener is so dumb. So dumb, my dudes. It's not. Love is not like Disney. It is a journey. It is a challenge. It is both the greatest thing that you will ever experience and the most hideous experience you'll ever have at any given time. It is the yin and yang of emotion at almost at all times. And hopefully what you find is someone, or some, family, friends, regardless whether you want to be in a relationship or not, and you find someone's that make the positives more effective than the negatives. I did, Guillermo. I was also bullied hideously. Hideously. Thank you, thank you, man. I mean, it's so often are we on the internet where we feel like someone's trying to sell us things, my dudes. Like, I hope that me mentioning my blacksmithing doesn't feel like I'm being, a salesman, my dudes. It's what I do. It's the reality is that this is my job, and um, I don't want you guys to feel like I'm reaching out with my hands for things, my dudes. If things happen, wonderful. I show up here with no expectation other than trying to make the world a better place. You know, more about these kids, to quote Worf. They have no. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Time you hear my dudes, Nicole, you get drunk really fast. Just saying. Yes, similar. Yeah, you get alcohol poisoning within 20 minutes, pretty much. It was 3 years ago and never left. Also, as a treatment to him, this is the second year in a row that Hermit will be joining my family. And it's, Megan and her husband Sean. We're not blood related. Megan is like my older sister, though. Megan and her husband Sean have really become family. They came to visit us on our property here. Um, it's incredible the kind of connections that you can make with people if you just decide to be present and genuine with people. You know, you know what I mean? The perfect circle. Oh wait, someone, are you talking about my tattoo? What kind of anvil do you have? I don't know the name of it. We've called it out. It's called Alan and Caligon the Black. Simple Ninja, I think you might be behind us because you're talking about the tattoo stuff. Are you at the beginning of the video? Um, well, so Tony, it's like making real friends, right? I mean, I will say this, my dudes. Getting to know me here, my answer is I am open to developing friendships with people, my dudes. You don't like that. That's the thing, but developing that rapport is important. I think the only times that I've had to kind of feel a little bit more cautious is that we had someone come in for one stream and they said, "You're like my dad now." And then they started acting like it, and I was like, oh, that broke my heart because what it meant to me, my dudes, is they never had a positive paternal influence in their lives. And so to have someone be kind and attentive and present was like a breath of fresh air. And it was really, 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 really kind of like heart aching because to me, it's like, I cannot be that for you. For one, I met you 5 minutes ago, so I don't know you. So all I have to say is please get to know me better. I'm open to being a friend. I'm open to being supportive. And I'm not here to be a dad. I'm here to be a friend. Uncle at best. Really. Um, Birds of a feather. Your flock is finding you, brother. Thank Guillermo. That's what we're trying to do. Too hot to be medieval. Welcome in, Beard. It's not that hot where I am. Honestly, can you do me a favor? I actually want to know who made your amble. Can you look eventually? I will. Totally, definitely. Rose, it's good to see you. How are you doing? How is the little ones? How's Link doing? How's the kitty cat? Did you get two beans? If I remember correctly, two little guys. So guys, Civil Ninja, how's Treyas doing? Are they doing good? Is that sword still keeping you well? I hope so. The first sword I ever made, my dudes, actually is Sinful Ninjas and their husband padded safes, I believe. I believe, actually. The Gambeson's a little bit warm, my dudes, for sure. For sure, for sure. I'm gonna have to get some water here in a little bit, my dudes, and go and take care of some things. I have to do this audiobook. Rose, I met a new author who is going to see if their publisher will hire me to be their audiobook narrator, which is really exciting. Um, but yeah, my dudes. It's been a lovely day. We went to this wonderful event where we hung out with some friends. My fiance and my buddy's wife are going to be potentially joining us in our little sport where we go and work out on Thursdays where we do combat together. It's really fun. Um, but yeah, my dudes. YouTube chat, did you break again? We had this thing the other day, my dudes, where people were talking to me, and the YouTube chat was broken, where I could not see nothing, my dudes. That people were talking. Chat gets weird sometimes, so let me know if it's kind of like um, two emojis or something. I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's not that hot out here right now, my dudes. But I am out in this garden. This is part of more of my family, my dudes. Chappie wigging out, my dudes. Copyright, my dudes, if it's possible. Guillermo, I wish. Oh my God. I have several friends that they say it now because I've been saying it so much. It's ridiculous. We're just after all the cleaning. No, just one little beanie's good. The dorming has done a world of good. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so happy. We have people lighting off fireworks right now. That's the one thing in my area that I just wish, like, go to the beach. For God's sake, my dude. Just go to the beach, my dudes. Um, don't do it inside of a. We're in a suburban area. We're on a quarter acre within, like, there are houses all around us, my dudes. They're all properties, right? But people are lighting off these illegal mortars in my neighborhood, and it's just like, oh, for God's sake. I love celebrating things, my dudes, but for God, oh, please just go away, my dudes. Said my dudes all the time. No way. Civil Ninja, is it my fault? Is it my fault? Not gunshots. Thank goodness, not gunshots. I feel blessed that we don't live in an area where we hear that oftentimes. If you do live in an area with gunshots, my dudes, I'm so glad that you're safe. I'm so glad that you're safe, my friends. Well, do you know the name of the book? Something the parallels. Book of Shows. I'm so sorry, Tony. I think it might be a thing. It's 100,000% because of that. Well, hell yeah, dude. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try and do this more often. If you guys just want to hang out, and I'll be in in knight's armor, my dudes, and talk to you guys about good things in the world, or my perspective on behavior, or um, if any of you are of the generation that's concerned about millennials, you can talk to me, my dudes, because I want to try and make the world a better place through my through hopefully leading by example. And if I ever misstep, my dudes, I don't have the ego to say no. I'm just gonna take that and do what I want. I'm here to take constructive criticism, my dudes. I want to grow as well. Just finished the inheritance cycle. Thank you, my dude. Let the person, man, AFK. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you guys listening. Did you listen to the Fork, the Witch, and the Worm and Murtag? Welcome in, Assad. Well, hope you're having a lovely day. The Rice in the state he was in when it got made me feel very afraid. He's definitely made me realize how sick Rice was from the start. Little kittens can be such tender beings, my dudes. Thank you, Megan. He is the orange ball of energy in person. Is he a little goofball? If you would like, my dudes, I thought about doing fireside readings where I read um, in the evening on stream. I had no idea what this said, and that's okay. If you didn't like it, Megan, I'm sure it just needed to be a thing, and that's okay. Would you guys like me to read books in the evening, my dudes, after I play guitar? I'm happy to read a story. I'll just. Was it brain rot? I'm the one thing I am concerned, my dudes, is about the culture around brain rot. I do have some concern, and at the same time, it's very challenging realizing that as someone of the generation that is directly above in age of that, I don't know how to help. Yeah, I just put it out AFK. I'm sorry that I'm not doing the Urgle voice in the middle. There's a little bit of a section in the middle. I'm still suffering with this rib injury actually, my dudes. Trying to get better. They tell me that I have to move more. I take my slipper at the moment. The slipper, it must be gotten, my dudes. It must be taken. Um, but yeah, a couple things that if you're new here, my friends, and you're checking the space out, uh, we will always ensure that the space is free of bigotry and rudeness. We do encourage humor. We are non-judgmental, my friends. I'm also not a therapist, but I am someone that wants to help my dudes. Mateo, my dude, welcome in. Wait, Mateo, are you the one that? Sorry, your name reminds me of someone that actually put a comment on one of the posts recently. So I apologize if I'm. It's like I just got here. Who are you talking about, my dude? Um, yeah, more nights, more nights like this. Maybe you think it's a Paco Goblin lair. Just gotta hit it with a stick, dude. Just gotta hit it with a stick. If you haven't gone and voted on the post, by the way, about the new books that you want to see on there, my dudes, please do. Those are usually the long form content that I put out on YouTube is audiobooks. I'm thinking about doing some lore videos on the Inheritance series, my dudes. And there are some games that I wouldn't mind recording, you know. Hey, Mateo! So, Way of Kings, right? I know you're like, oh my god, everyone's voting for The Hobbit. Didn't you already do The Hobbit? I did do The Hobbit. I did not finish them all because I lost my notes for all of the videos. So, my community wants me to redo The Hobbit. That being said, I did have the thought of doing live videos of me reading The Way of Kings as a live session, my dudes, where people that are into The Way of Kings can come and sit and listen to an audiobook that is live, which means that there will be mistakes, but it'll allow me to do two books at a time, which hopefully will be fun. I know that it's nice to have a polished audiobook, my dudes, that you can listen to, but as long as I'm doing The Way of Kings and I am basically reading throughout the entire section, I feel like that is the best compromise for the time, my dudes, that I can do. I did reach out to Brandon Sanderson's publishers, and they said that they could not answer my questions at this time. I have I've thought about that, AFK. I love those books. Back to what you were saying, it's okay that you don't remember the name of the book. I can't wait to learn more. It's called the Parallels. Um, Rose, that was another. You guys hear that? Imagine that. Every single. Oh, it's graduation time. Is it graduation weekend? We're in for a fun night. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun, my dudes. Um, but yeah. Anyway, I was gonna come on here for like 15 minutes, and now I've been here for an hour. I just got back from this event that I was with my partner, and um, I really should be saving my voice for things. Yeah, a little bit. He jumps, but not nearly as much as Clementine used to like hide underneath the bed. You know. So in terms of the audiobooks, friends, I promise to be doing more of them. This Monday, God dang it, I wish I had a Discord invite. If is anyone interested in joining our Discord, which is our community online space, not YouTube, not Twitch. It's a space where there are like text channels, voice channels. You can come in and listen to the books, my dudes. Megan, thank you so very much. If you don't have Discord, my friends, I actually recommend it. It's a lovely way to connect with like-minded people. Really? See, Rose? Exactly. It's loud. It is loud stuff, dudes. Um, Another one. Yep. I can hear the shh now. I'm gonna try not to go over there and say anything because, actually, wouldn't that be funny? If I walked over in full armor and just said, "Excuse you," if you click on that link, my friends, I probably promise it's not going to take you anywhere nefarious. That'll take you to the shrubbery, my dudes, where you can actually join us on Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 Mountain Standard, 7 Central, and 8 Eastern, and 2 a.m. GMT, where I'm doing audiobooks. Thank you so much, Megan. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't blame him. But anyway, I need to go and get out of this, my dudes, because I'm not going to sit in my armor and record an audiobook thing right now. Look at the dude in full armor showed up to my house to yell at me. What are you doing, dude? How does the grass taste? How does the grass taste on the man? We might be doing some fun videos with my buddies, actually, my dudes. I'm wanting to teach them to sing a chorus together of something. So you might see some medieval combat content on here as well. Talking to Geralt, oh my god. Just go over to them and talk to them like this. Excuse me. What are you doing? Stop lighting off all of the fireworks. Yeah, no, I mean, it'd be kind of hilarious. They'd be like, oh, is he going to kill us? I don't have a sword, dude. Just a goober and a green gambus and a piece of plate mail. Don't punch me in the chest. It won't work. Make sure to take the sword, too. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I have found that if you bring a weapon to an altercation, it tends to escalate, not de-escalate. I'm not sure if that was a good Geralt voice, but it was close. Welcome in, Aiden. How are you doing? Gosh dang, I really have to go and get out of this, my dudes. I need to get some water. I'm thirsty. I need some oranges. Want to find some oranges with me, my dudes? I mean, class, you would say, well, you know, I mean, if the person is going to be trying to threaten you, and you do need to bop them in the beans, you know, it doesn't escalate if the person's, yeah, you know, but usually try not to escalate things personally. I'm all about de-escalation, my dudes. The very rare instances where I will resort to violence. I grew up doing a lot of martial arts, my dudes. Can I show you the sword? Thank God for being. I have no idea what that means, my dude. Can get the sword, the knife. Oh, let me go grab the sword. Come with me, my dudes. Let me have a little bit of this fruit. Mmm. All right. Oh man. Well, I appreciate iClass USA. However, I would not like to talk about causing harm to human beings, my dude. Oh, it's actually a tradition, my friends. I haven't done this in a while. If you have subscribed to the channel, we'll be doing this. Oh, wait, I'm not coming in. Yes, I'll be bringing you here, my dudes. Da 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 da. All right. If you like to kneel, you can kneel, my dudes. All right. So, let's see if I can do this. Should be interesting. You are being dubbed into the shrubbery, my friends. Hope you have a wonderful time while you're here. That you take care of yourself. That you feel encouraged, my dudes. And if you have a creative voice in your head that says you can't do a thing, I'm here to remind that yes, you can. I was scared for 10 years singing in front of people, and now I do it 3 nights a week, typically on Twitch, and whenever I like to, my dudes, on YouTube. You can hear the metal clicking away exactly. This actually is a sword, my dudes, that you do use for combat. As you can see, all of the notches. I probably need to clean this up at some point. You want me to cut fruit? What if I miss? Wouldn't that be ridiculous? Alright, well, you know what? You want to see a trick? That's like saying do a backflip. 1 second. Let's go get a piece of orange. Alright. One that fell on the ground that I can't eat. Trying to swing at something in the air, my dudes, while in armor is particularly hard. My dudes, but I'll give it a go. See? Oh, that doesn't work. Not easily. Trouble is, my dudes, doing this and striking down, the armor gets in the way of the strike. So, this is not a good indication of my martial prowess, my dudes. Well, I nicked it, and I don't want to do that. That's hurting my arms. Oh, got it. I got it. Oh, one more time. There we go. Just had to get used to being in the armor. Would you like a little sample of orange, my friends? Yeet. Anyway, there we go. The juicy spray. There we go. Hi, Roxy. Well, friends, now that we've had our goofy fun, my dudes, I have to go out of this space. I need to go and get out of this. My dude's hanging up in my forge. Again, if you want to join us tomorrow, my dude, on in the morning here on YouTube, and then I'll be putting a link to the Twitch, my dudes. If you don't use Twitch, totally understand, my friends. If you would like to find a space where you enjoy getting to hang out more with me, my dudes, and you want to get a Twitch account, I highly recommend coming over and hanging out with us. It's just as fun over there, if not more so, my dudes. We are also going to be announcing a sale for this month, my dudes, as well. Thank you so much, Megan, for putting that there. Just hit the follow button over there, my dudes. I promise that you won't be disappointed. I'll be on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 Mountain Standard, 3 Central, and 4 Eastern, with an announcement for a particular sale that we're doing all month for the Forge stuff, my dudes. And I'll be on doing some guitar stuff in the morning, my friends. Miss you all. Hope that you're all doing well, my dudes. If I haven't seen you in a while, it's good to see you. And can you tell my brain's not working? Now, my dudes, I need food. I need water is what I need. That's what I need. Take care of yourselves, my dudes. All the love to you, okay? Good night. If you're having a rough time, we're here for you, all right? You got this. I'll talk to you guys later. All the love to you guys. All right? Be well. Cheers. Such